Okay, this one's long, so I'm going to do it all in one go. All regards to Broken Caterpillar. I'm very good at reading out loud, though. I used to be a substitute teacher, and my favorite thing to do was to do read-alouds to the kids, because I could just instantaneously just like put on a show, and they would be mesmerized, right? I literally would get applauded by these children for my readings, right? I was a very popular substitute teacher. Not with administration, though. Okay. This one's called Heater by Broken Caterpillar. Winter, North Carolina. These are the properties of the poor. These are the dreams of no one in particular. A kerosene heater. Have you ever seen one? About 3 to 4 feet tall. Elongated bottom where you pour the kerosene. The top is all heat and fire. Fire. Where the other worlds lie. The sun creates life. Fire creates dimensions. Fire is the source of all life. Fire kills but the soul of all life. Fire kills, but the soul of all life lives in fire. The sun, stars, everything that lives is fire. My sister and I lie next to this heater. 3 pairs of socks, 2 shirts, pants, a jacket, and 2 blankets wrapped around us. Even next to the heater, we are still cold. Outside, we can hear the snow and wind collecting against the window, falling like feathers in a dream. The house creaking and resting over us as the snow piles on the roof. The wind sounds terrible, like a lost widow screaming a faraway song. I look at my sister across from me. The light from the heater shows her eyes and nose. Shadows cover her mouth. She looks ancient. She might be 1,000 years old. She stares into the heater as if praying to an unknown god. Right now, for both of us, the heater is our only god. Without it, we would die. Frozen. So cold we would pray only to die. She looks at me and sees me looking at her. I don't turn away. She frowns and closes her arms tighter around her. It's so cold, she says. Why is it always so cold? Even in my dreams, I'm cold. Ice and snow is what I dream. I turn to look at the ceiling. I watch the light fragment against the swirled designs on the ceiling, creating fictional images. It's our parents' fault, my sister says. They made it cold. I was at my friend's house, and it was like they had all the stars locked up in their house. It was so warm in there. I never wanted to leave. She looks at me. Do you hate them too? I turn to look at her. Her half-illuminated face dancing with the light our new God had given us. Her eyes were sparklers, moonlight, midnight sorrows of 100 terrible dreams. No, I said, I don't hate them. She looked back at the heater, disappointed. You should, she replied. It's not their fault. No. I hear the cars driving past us, the houses around us, the stores with their devilish neon signs, the stars, and all I see is everything is warm. Everything. Everything but us. We are the only ones cold in this world. She put her blanket around her face and started to cry. I turned on my side towards her. I reached out, grabbed her hand. It was cold, trembling like frost on the morning trees. It's not our parents' fault, I said. It's everyone else's. Like you said, those around us with their locked doors, safe lives, full stomachs, and warm air, they are who we should blame. Their sense of entitlement betrays them. They know the horrors of this world, yet they refuse to do anything. They just lock their doors and let the rest of us freeze. But one day those who are cold will come for their warmth. They will stop being polite and just take it. She looked at me. That's just silly. Then they'll be cold. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I just don't want to be cold anymore. It's not silly. They don't care about you. They're cowards. They have slept on soft pillows for too long. We are strong because we are cold, because a man who eats is always afraid, but a man that never eats is always hungry. Just stop. I want us all to be warm. Aren't you tired of eating potatoes? She uncovered her head and laughed. Oh God, yes. I hate potatoes. When I grow up and get my own house, all potatoes will be banned from our home. In fact, I shall go on a mission of genocide to destroy potatoes. Oh, she laughs. I'll be like a terrorist of potatoes. Bomb those horrible things. She laughed and covered her face with her blanket. She looked up at me. Her face flushed. That warmed me up, she laughed. I smiled. I hate that she puts so much salt in them, I said. I can't even taste them sometimes. I just taste the salt. She bundled up and moved closer to the heater. I hate being cold, she thought aloud, staring into the heater. I turned around and let the heat warm my back. My body started to sweat. I didn't dare remove my clothes or get away from the heater. The cold always came in that way. You might get hot, but move a few inches the wrong way and you were waking up cold and shaking. I closed my eyes, listened to the snow falling in a silent savagery, the hum of the heater, the taste of kerosene on my lips, the smell of frost, my dry throat from the cold air, the warmth of the houses around us. I imagined laying in a bed. I imagined how it would be to never be cold. One day, I thought, one day.